Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome in to Hopkinton Hillers Varsity Softball. We are at Lauren Anderson Field for this TVL Large matchup between the Holliston Panthers and the Hopkinton Hillers. Tom Nappy on the call, John Ritz on camera. Holliston 3-8 on the season. Hillers are 8-5. And we're having some internet issues before the game, so we're hoping the stream will come out okay. In any case, we will certainly get the broadcasts of the game out there right away following this afternoon's action. But it appears to be doing okay for now, so we'll stay optimistic and hope that everything goes well. This is a makeup game from earlier in the season. It was rained out in the second week of the season, so they are here on this Saturday afternoon for the makeup game. And these two teams always have a pretty good battle, so it should be another good battle here today. The pitcher for the Hillers is going to be Addie Walls, number 5. She is getting the start today. The Hillers won their game yesterday over Dover Sherborne. The Bats really got going, and they took the game by a final of 20-0 as Kaylee McDonald set to step in for Holliston to start things off. We'll get you the Hillers field in just a moment as that first pitch is down low for a ball. Walls is set to deliver. A little outside there. Her battery mate behind the plate is Caroline Osmond, 2-1 the count. And there's ball 4. So McDonald going to draw the walk. Well, the Hillers have been trying to figure out their pitching a little bit. It's been a little rough around the edges lately, but they have had some good stretches as Julia Fury steps in. And she puts this one, or the check in at first, runner back safe. Wind up in the pitch, little inside. Well, with the leadoff runner on base, you know that she is indeed a threat to steal. Set to deliver, swing and a miss. Wind up and the pitch, down low. To the set. Little high. Checking at first. Runner back safe. She winds and deals. Hit in the air. Right side foul. Count remains 2-2. Line up in the pitch, fouled away. All right, so the Hillers field, we got Addie Walls on the mound. We have Caroline Osmond is her battery mate, the catcher. Tenley Wynn at first base as this is fouled off. Second base is Charlotte Holden. Shortstop Holly Paharik. Third base Ashley Callery. From left to right, Caroline Kane, Callie Arthur, and Zoe Levine. Wind up and the pitch down low. And another walk, so it's going to be 2 on with no outs for the Panthers. Set to deliver. Little outside. There's a strike. 1-1. There's another strike. Yeah, it'd be good to see how you all settle down a little bit. You walk the first two, but don't worry about it. Settle down and just throw strikes. A hair inside. Wind up and the pitch. Swing and a miss. There's a strikeout. So 1 out. The runners did advance. So you now have Fury on second, McDonald on third, and the cleanup hitter at the plate. It's So Kaufman struck out. And we were working with those technical difficulties, so didn't have a chance to get the lineup, so we are filling them in as we go here. There's a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike is the count. There's another strike. A little high there, checking at third, runner back safe. So it's runners on second and third with 1 out for the Hillers. 2-2 the count. And this is up the right side, foul. At the plate, that is Caroline Harris. There's a strike, and she got her. 2 away. There's a strike. It looks like Walls is settling down a little bit. Little inside there. 2-2 the count. To the set. Hit high in the air, right side, and it's dropped by Levine, and a couple of runs are going to score. So that is going to be 2 RBIs on the error. 2-0 lead for Holliston. Outside. Line up and the pitch, and this is over to the second baseman, and she'll flip it to the shortstop at second base for the out. A 4-6 out. to wrap up the inning, but the Panthers plate a pair. Hillers coming up next in the bottom of the first on HCAM. Welcome back. We are ready for the bottom of the first. Coming up for the Hillers, Zoe Levine, the right fielder. Right up in the pitch, a little high. 1-0. To the set. Hit in the air, caught by the third baseman, one away. That'll bring up Charlotte Holden. Let's take a look at the Hillers lineup. You just saw Zoe Levine lead off. She's the right fielder. Charlotte Holden batting second, playing second base. Holly Paharic hits third, plays shortstop. Caroline Osman, the catcher, hitting cleanup. Caroline Kane, the left fielder, hitting fifth. Hitting sixth, Zoe Adams, the designated player. Hitting seventh, Tanley Wynn, the first baseman. Hitting eighth, Ashley Callery, the third baseman. And Callie Arthur hitting ninth, playing center field. And Addie Walls is the pitcher. It's Weidman on the mound for Holliston. And this is going to be a pop-up, 2 away. Third baseman making the catch once again. Here's Holly Paharic. She got her 100th career hit the other day. Oh, and she gets hit there. So she'll trot down to first base. And that will bring up Caroline Osman. There's a strike. Cleanup hitter would like to make some noise here. A little high. Isabella Weidman, the pitcher for Holliston. And the runner taking off from first, stolen bag for Paharic. Weidman is in her sophomore year for the Panthers. And this is popped up, caught by the second baseman for the out. We will head to the top of the second with the Panthers leading 2-0 on HCAM. Top of the second inning, Grace Schoenberg coming up to the plate. She's the catcher. Zaddy Walls set to work her second inning of action. There's a strike. Nice pitch. Fouled away. 0-2. There's a ball. Ooh, did she get hit? Or maybe... I'm not sure if it bounced and she got hit. If that's the case, that would not be hit by a pitch. It does appear, though, they are going to send her the first. So that's a hit batter. And that'll bring up Julia Fury. Julia Fury, the right fielder for the Panthers. We are puzzling together the lineups. In a conversation with the coach, I wonder if they're discussing if the ball hit the ground first. Oh, they're going to send a pitch runner out. It looks like it's going to be Shayna Wilcox who will pinch run. We certainly hope Grace Schoenberg's okay. Julia Fury stepping in. We are set to continue. There's a strike. There's a strike. Swing and a miss. 3 straight strikes, equal and out. 1 away. Yeah, Addie Walls has definitely settled down a bit. Really good to see. Julia Galeppo steps in, the center fielder, takes that low. Swing and a miss.
They called the first one a strike.
0-2 the count. And there's strike three. How about that? Addie Walls dealing. She does have 4 strikeouts. Is Isabella Weidman, the pitcher, stepping in? Another strike there. Actually, that is McDonald at the plate. Another strike, 0-2. That's Kaylee McDonald, top of the order for Holliston. And there's strike three. She strikes out the side. Good pitching from Addie Walls. And we will head to the bottom of the 6th with Holliston leading 2-0 on HCAM. Bottom of the 2nd, excuse me. Just about ready for the bottom of the 2nd, and as you can see here, there was some type of injury to the pitcher, and I'm not sure if it was while she was warming up she lost her balance or something like that, but she ended up being shooken up and had to get checked out by the trainers, and she's coming out of the game, it looks like, or at least getting checked on before she goes back out there. It was Isabella Weidman. We hope she's okay.
She was making a pitch and she slipped and went down.
And I'm being informed, John's watching the replay, that she slipped and went down, so she just lost her balance while she was throwing a warm-up pitch. And obviously the non-contact injuries are always the scariest, so we certainly hope that she's okay. But they're going to be checking on her and making sure she's good. In the meantime, we're going to get a new pitcher for Holliston, it looks like. And it's Definitely a scary situation to see that. And we will step aside and we'll let you know who the new pitcher is when we come back. Bottom of the second coming up next on HCAM. We are ready for the bottom of the second. A new pitcher for the Holliston Panthers. Hannah Kaufman takes over. And she's taking over because Isabella Weidman, the starter, had a non-contact injury, got tripped up while she was warming up for the inning and just fell down as this is hit in the air by Caroline Kane. And that's going to be a base hit. And check that, that's Zoe Adams, rather. So Zoe is aboard. That brings up, so that'll bring up Caroline Kane. So they switched, that's what confused me. They switched the order on me. They put Zoe Adams in the fifth spot, and she hits that single, and now they have Caroline Kane at the plate. Outside, gets away. Adams takes off for a second and advances on the wild pitch. So it's Adams, Kane, and Tenley win this inning. There's a strike. That's low. Runner's going to take off as it gets away. And she's aboard at third base. So another pitch in the dirt there. Ooh, inside. Look out. That pitch a little behind her there. 2-2 the count. To the set. And this is hit in the air and foul. The outfield playing way back. They know the power that Tenley Wind can have. Swing and a miss, a nice pitch. That's going to bring up Ashley Callery, the third baseman. And the Holliston coach coming out to talk with the ref, or the umpire. I'm not sure what they're discussing here. Are they? Oh, perhaps. I think what it was is maybe the batting order Hopkinton had, because they switched up Caroline Kane and Zoe Adams. Initially, Kane was going to bat before Adams. And it looks like they switched it up. I'm not sure if there's an issue because they didn't announce it to the umpire or make the proper change on the lineup. I don't believe it's going to lead to any consequences, but they'll have to keep that lineup for the remainder, or keep that batting order for the remainder. So that seems to be what they are discussing. All right, we are finally ready to give you the Holliston field. So let's take a look at that Holliston field while they try to work out this issue. You have Hannah Kaufman, who's now pitching, as Isabella Weidman got a little shooken up during warm-ups and had to come out of the game. Behind home plate, you have Grace Schoenberg. At first base, Caroline Harris. Emma Kempersall at second base. Your shortstop, Kaylee McDonald. Claire Radcliffe is the third baseman. And from left to right, you have Hannah Devine, Julia Jaleppo, and Julia Fury in right field. So there is your Holliston Diamond. We apologize with the lateness in getting that to you. A whole flurry of issues trying to get the broadcast started, and of course everything just kind of broke through in the last minute. So, but we now have all the lineups and we're ready to rock. As Ashley Callery stepping to the plate, it appears we're ready to continue. So I think they just had to work out that detail about the Hiller lineup. Apparently it was a late change. There's a strike. Windup and the pitch, hit in the air towards center field. Oh! The second baseman and shortstop collide and the ball drops. So a run ends up scoring. Zoe Adams comes around to score. And we certainly hope that the infielders are okay. That was a dangerous collision. And they're going to come out and check on the injured Holliston Panther. And while they do that, we will step aside on H-Cam. Welcome back. So Kaylee McDonald, the shortstop, collided with Emma Kempersall, the second baseman, trying to catch that last pop-up. And they had to come out and check on her. We certainly hope she's okay. And it looks like, is she going to stay in the game? Oh, she's heading back to the bench. So it looks like there's going to be some changes being made in the field for Holliston.
Consoling the other player they ran into, number 3.
Kaylee McDonald is likely done for the day. Perhaps they're going to be doing some concussion checks. And we certainly hope she's okay. Dangerous collision. And you never want to see that in a baseball or a softball game. Two infielders colliding, and communication, folks. Got to communicate out there. So it looks like Hannah Weidman, who was the initially the second baseman, is moving to shortstop. And the new second baseman is going to be number 11 for Holliston, who is Julia Fury. So she's going to move over from right field. They're going to give the pitcher some warm-ups so she can get back into the swing of things. Due up for the Hillers is Ashley Calorie. Or actually, Ashley Calorie is the one that got the hit, I believe. So it's Tenley Wen is who got the hit, which drove in the run. So Ashley Calorie coming up to the plate now. All right, I think we got it figured out, folks. So here's Calorie. Run is in for the Hillers. That pitch is outside. You have Caroline Keene at first base. Or, excuse me, Tenley Wynn at first base. There's a strike. Wind up and the pitch outside. Set to deliver, and therefore a strike. This is on the ground, foul. Swing and a miss, there's an out. So Calorie goes down by way of the K. 2 away. And Callie Arthur, the center fielder, coming up to the plate. Well, it's been a sloppy start to this one in all kinds of ways. Outside. See if this game could settle down a little bit. A lot of craziness to begin things here. Holliston was a little bit late getting here as well, as they had a bus issue. The bus showed up late, so they got here a good half hour late. And we were supposed to start at 3 p.m. I don't think the game got started until about 3:30 or so. And of course, we've had a couple injuries as well. There's a strike. 1-1 the count. 2 outs, runner on first. But we're happy to be with you on this Saturday. Tom Nappy on the call, John Ritz on camera. And we got a busy Saturday, next Saturday as well. We'll have boys lacrosse and Hiller baseball for you, and a whole big slate of games coming up next week. We'll talk about that later in the broadcast. Followed into the backstop. So Hannah Kaufman has come out there for the injured Isabella Weidman and has done a nice job in the pitcher's circle. Down low. And draws the walk. So now it's going to be 2 on, 2 outs, top of the order. Zoe Levine coming up. A little outside there. Swing and a miss. One and one the count. Kaufman set to deliver. There's a strike, 1 and 2. Bit of a low strike zone for this umpire, but it's been consistent. Hit high in the air towards shallow right center, and it's going to drop. 1 run is in. Here comes another as Callie Arthur coming around. And that's going to be a 2 RBI double for Zoe Levine. The Hillers have taken the lead. Now a 3-2 game, and you got Charlotte Holden coming up. Nice piece of hitting there by Levine to drop it right in the hole. It was certainly a catchable ball, but a little hesitation there by a couple of the Holliston field, and you wonder if that hesitation was because they just watched their second baseman and shortstop get injured, running into each other. That is high and outside, and Levine going to take off for third on the wild pitch. Swing and a miss. And that'll make it a 1 and 2 count. Fouled away. Count remains 1 and 2. Set to deliver, a little high. Two and 2 count. Outside, that'll fill it up. Umpire calling timeout. 3 and 2 the count. The decisive pitch. And this is ripped in the air, but foul. On the ground, up the left side, that's going to get through. Another run in to score. Levine is around. Holden going to keep going to second. An RBI double for the second baseman. Great piece of hitting there, and now Holly Paharik coming to the plate. 4-run inning for the Hillers. There's a strike. This is about the last person you want at the plate if you're Holliston. Ali Paharik has been red hot with the bat. Got her 100th career hit in that game against Medway where the Hillers fell short. It was a 10-7 final in that one. But a good game. They were down big early but came back and made it interesting towards the end. Mike Tarosian had the call on that one. Watch that broadcast, available on our YouTube page. Little outside, good eye there by Paharik. .533 batting average on the season for Paharik. She has driven in 16 runs and scored 22. Fouls that into the backstop. Hit high in the air, right side, caught by the first baseman. That will end the inning. We'll head to the top of the third. The Hillers played 4 runs in the inning, and they have taken the lead 4-2 as we head to the top of the third on HCAM.
So, do you have a favorite Broadway musical? Okay, there are...
Hi, I'm Bruce Carlin, president of the Metro West Symphony Orchestra, playing here in Hopkinton. Glad you could join us for our rehearsal. Our concert is coming up on May 5th at the Hopkinton Middle School. We are going to feature Tom Martin from Boston Symphony and his wife, Kayun, playing a clarinet double concerto. For tickets and more information, visit our website.
Welcome back in. We are ready for the top half of the third inning, a 4-2 Hiller lead. Addie Walls pitching a pretty good game, set to continue on. Puts that one a little inside. There's a strike. Swing and a miss. 1-2. It's Isabella Weidman at the plate. So they do have, it looks like they do have Weidman hitting And she was the starting pitcher, got injured, so it looks like they just made her the designated player. So she at least stayed in the game and hit, unless I'm mistaken here. We're going to look into that. But they get the out at first base. A strikeout and a throw out at first. Actually, that was number 6 who just hit. That was Hannah Devine. So Weidman is entirely out of the game. So that was Hannah Devine, as that's fouled away by Kaufman. Hannah Kaufman, the right fielder, at the plate. That pitch a little high, 1-1. Caroline Harris, the first baseman, due up next. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Let's tell you a little about Addie Walls. She's a freshman, has a 5.89 ERA, 2 wins, 3 losses on the season. She's pitched well. And the 2 main pitchers for the Hillers, it has been Alex Riesenberger and Addie Walls. They have really just shared the work. Pretty much 50-50 across the board. Riesenberger has gotten a little more work, but Addie Walls has really stepped into the mix and done a nice job. And I know the Coach Alberry was very excited about the addition of Addie Walls heading into the season, and that she would be a big asset in the pitcher's circle, as she gets another strikeout there, and Caroline Harris stepping in. And this is going to be popped up and foul. And Tenley Wynn certainly glad that's foul, as she went in to try to make the play there. If that was a fair ball, Harris would have likely reached. So Walls has 7 strikeouts in this game so far. Very impressive. And this is going to be popped up towards shallow center, caught by Callie Arthur for the 3rd out. We are heading to the bottom of the 3rd with the Hillers leading 4-2 on HCAM.
Welcome to Bragging Rights. Well, actually, just the glory.
Spiders?
Do we have spiders? Wow, this is on a roll. Okay.
This is going completely downhill.
Yeah, I
Honest
agree.
here, our ship is going down.
I agree with that statement.
Teams, please write down your risks. What is a state in the western part of the United States?
Come on, world map, where are you when I need you?
Welcome back to Hopkinton High School. We are ready for the bottom of the 3rd inning. A 4-2 Hiller lead. Stepping to the plate, that is Caroline Osmond, the catcher. And she's in her sophomore year. Another nice addition to this team. .439 batting average. As Hannah Kaufman set to deliver, swing and a miss. Osmond has scored 7 runs on the season, driven in 16. Wind up and the pitch, a little high. Here's the 2-1. And this is on the ground, left side, glove by the third baseman. Little bobble, throw to first, and it is in time. 5-3 for out number 1. That'll bring up Zoe Adams, the designated player. Wind up and the pitch, little high. Actually, now it looks like they corrected the batting order, so they batted out of order. That could have been an out back in the second inning, but I guess they were able to get away with it. But now they have Caroline Kane in the correct slot, so she's at the plate. And she took that one high. Two and 0 count. Would have figured that they would have just left Zoe Adams in the 5 slot and Caroline Kane in the 6, but it looks like now they corrected it. Not technically allowed, but
It's high school softball.
2-1 the count. Oh, that hit her. She will trot down to first base. 1 out, 1 on. And now we have Zoe Adams coming to the plate. Zoe Adams, .514 batting average on the season. She's been red hot with the bat. 2 runs scored, 11 RBIs. And fouls this one away. 0-1. Adams reached in the second inning, ended up scoring a run. She singled outside. Won the count. And that's in there for a strike. 1-2. Set to deliver. On the ground, left side, and a little bobble by the third baseman. Throw to second, not in time. Everybody's safe. Good slide there by Kane. Adams reaches on the single, and Tenley win to the plate with 2 on and 1 out. Wynn has played in all 13 games, .421 batting average. 9 runs scored, 18 RBIs on the season. Wind up and the pitch, swing and a miss. She winds and deals. There's a strike. Nice pitch. And 2 the count. Good stop by Schoenberg behind the plate. Hit high in the air, left side foul. I'm not sure when the Holliston made this change, but it looks like you have Hannah Weidman at shortstop now and Keely McDonald at second base. And that is outside, gets away, and the runners advance. Wild pitch. Third wild pitch of the game for the Holliston pitching staff. Time called. She winds and deals it foul. Wind up and the pitch. Swing and a miss. There's out number 2. Ashley Callery will step in. Callery has had a good season so far with the bat, has played in all 13 games. .359 batting average, 16 runs scored, 15 driven in. The Hillers have a good balance to this batting order. And she's going to get a piece of this one, left side, and caught in foul territory for the third out. We will head to the top of the 4th. It is a 4-2 Hiller lead on HCAM.
Hi, I'm Bruce Carlin, president of the Metro West Symphony Orchestra, playing here in Hopkinton. Glad you could join us for our rehearsal. Our concert is coming up on May 5th at the Hopkinton Middle School. We are going to feature Tom Martin from Boston Symphony and his wife, Kayun, playing a clarinet double concerto. For tickets and more information, visit our website.
Nice to meet you.
Top of the 4th inning. At the plate for Holliston is Emma Campersall, the second baseman. She'll foul that one away. Wind up in the pitch off the backstop. Oh, and 2 the count. A pretty nice day for some softball here today. A little chillier than earlier in the week. Temperatures in the low 60s, a slight breeze. It's That pitch a little high, 1-2. And the breeze is consistent enough to where it could affect some of the pop-ups. There's a strike, got her looking. One away, Claire Ratcliffe to the plate. Ratcliffe grounded out her last time up. There's a strike. Fouled off. Swing and a miss. Nice strikeout. Addie Walls dealing. She is up to 8 strikeouts now. She's having quite a day in the pitcher's circle. Another nice pitch there. And correction, she's up to 9 strikeouts now. Hit high in the air towards left field and caught. Nice catch by Caroline Kane. For the third out, we'll head along to the bottom of the fourth with the Hillers leading 4-2 on HCAM.
Saturday morning cartoons are back. Every Saturday at 8 a.m., HCAM's Toon Time has an hour of classic cartoons, from Betty Boop to Superman to Popeye to Bugs Bunny and more. You'll see your old favorites and discover new ones. So tune in to Toon Time, Saturdays at 8, and start your weekend off with a laugh.
Welcome back in to Lauren Anderson Field. We are ready for the bottom of the fourth. Callie Arthur set to step in. The 9-1-2 hitters due up. Callie Arthur, Zoe Levine, and Charlotte Holden. Arthur on the season, not much experience with the bat. Or actually, excuse me, I was looking at the wrong stats there. There it is. .212 batting average and She has played in all 13 games, so the sophomore does have a lot of experience with the bat. As there's a bunt foul. I was looking at the game stats and it said 0 for 2, so, but that's just for the game. On the season, she has had 43 plate appearances, 33 at bats. She's driven in 5 runs and scored 12. Outside pitch there. Ooh, outside. Kelly Arthur has a pretty good on-base percentage, 372 on-base percentage. Let's see if she could add on to that here. One and two the count. Inside. 2 and 2. And she rips this one into left field. That'll get down for a hit. Arthur gonna keep trotting to second base, and she's aboard with a stand-up double. She tattooed that ball. That had home run power behind it. Zoe Levine stepping to the plate. Levine a .235 batting average on the season. She has scored 7 runs, driven in 2, and she's gonna foul that one off. She's looking to drive in another with Arthur at second base. Well, the Hiller Bats have been very good this season. They're hitting .372 as a team, which is very impressive. In there for a strike. Nice looking pitch from Hannah Kaufman. Kaufman's done a pretty good job taking over in the pitcher's circle after Isabella Weidman was injured. This is hit high in the air, left side, foul out of play. Into the woods it goes. Good to see the Hillers back here at Lauren Anderson Field. They played most of last season on the turf, in fact all of it, as that is fouled off, and a good chunk of this season, but they're really trying to utilize Lauren Anderson Field, and this is where they prefer to play over the turf. A great facility here, and a beautiful field when it's all nice and landscaped and ready to go. They do a great job maintaining the facilities here at Hopkinton High School. That pitch inside. Wind up and the pitch. Little low, look out. Runner from second going to advance to third on the wild pitch and takes a big turn towards home plate. Callie Arthur will stay at third. Hillers would like to add some security runs if possible this inning. Charlotte Holden's due up next. Got the powerful part of your order coming up. Down low, and a good stop behind home plate by Schoenberg. She winds and deals. That's low, and a walk is drawn. A long look towards Arthur at third by Schoenberg to make sure she's not going to try anything tricky. Charlotte Holden, a junior, 283 batting average on the season. She has scored 19 runs, driven in 12. There's a strike, runner from first. Going to take off for the easy steal. Being aboard at second. Hillers have stolen 45 bases as a team this season. Levine now has her third. Up high. .283 on the season for Holden. Looking to add on to that here. 19 runs scored, 12 driven in. Pull down, throw to third. Hits the base runner. And she is safely back to third base. Here's the 1-1. Hit in the air, right side foul. Two and two the count. Swing and a miss. There's out number one. That'll bring up Holly Paharik. How about Holly Paharik? The junior, just tremendous. .533 batting average, leading the team. 22 runs scored, 16 driven in, and has 2 home runs on the season. There's all kinds of power behind that swing, and she's going to power this one into left field, and that's going to land for a hit. 1 run is in. Here comes another. Paharik safely aboard at second base with a 2 RBI double. Callie, Arthur, and Levine around to score, and Paharik tattooed that ball. A 6-2 lead for the Hillers. And here's Caroline Osmond. Caroline Osmond, a sophomore. That nearly got away. Good stop by Schoenberg. The sophomore having a great season with the bat. Another exciting addition to this team. .439 batting average, 7 runs scored, 16 RBIs. A pitch inside. Paharik back to second. Osmond has some good power too. She has a double and 2 triples on the season. Outside. 2-0 the count. Ooh, in there for a strike. 2-2. Gets a piece of this one up the left side. Glove by the shortstop. Throw to first. And I believe it was in time, and it was. Paharik is pushed up to third. So a 6-3 ground out for Osmond for the second out. Zoe Adams set to step to the plate. correction, that was Caroline Kane. And she's going to put this one in the air towards left center. Off the fence it goes. A run is in to score. A 2 RBI double for Caroline Kane. Now it's Zoe Adams to the plate. It's for the Hillers had that lineup mishap earlier in the game. A 7-2 Hiller lead. What a piece of hitting by Caroline Kane. Nearly had the distance to get out of here. Fouled off. Caroline Kane has hit the ball well this season. She had a .404 batting average coming into this game with 11 runs scored, 16 driven in. Now Zoe Adams looking to add on to her very good batting average. She's played in 11 games, .514 batting average for the junior. 11 RBIs and 2 runs scored. 4 doubles on the season for Adams as well. She's been a tremendous contributor with the bat for this team. That's fouled away. Here's the 1-2 pitch outside. Well, the Hillers making some noise with the bats in this inning. They've played in another 3 runs here in the bottom of the 4th. And maybe another one here. Nope, foul. Two and two. Set to deal. Outside, full count. Tenley Wynn waiting on deck. Hit in the air, popped up above the pitcher's circle and caught for the 3rd out, but the Hillers plate another 3 runs in the inning. They lead it 7-2 as we head to the top of the 5th on HCAM.
HCAM is supported by our viewers. Thank you. And by the Hopkinton Independent newspaper and online news site. The newspaper reaches 100% of the homes and businesses in town, and the website is updated daily with exclusive Hopkinton content. Readers can receive a daily newsletter and breaking news alerts via email.
Top of the 5th inning, Julia Fury to the plate. And she'll take a strike. 0-1 the count. Fouled into the backstop, 0-2. Addie Walls pitching a very nice game so far as she works into the 5th inning here. 9 strikeouts for Addie. 4 innings pitched. Has given up 2 runs, but both are unearned runs, so they will not affect her ERA. And she has only walked 2 hitters. That's fouled off. Fury was trying to golf that one. I have to agree with John, who says Addie Walls has a nice pace. She certainly does. Very smooth pitcher and works relatively quickly. Inside there. Especially when she's throwing a lot of strikes, she'll work more quickly. At times when she has a hard time finding the strike zone, which is rare, but it does happen, she'll work a little more slowly, but a nice, beautiful pitch there for the strikeout. Strikeout number 10. And that will bring up Julia Jaleppo. There's a strike. How about another 0-2? Wheelin' and dealin'. Strike 3, 2 away. Taking advantage of that lower strike zone. It pays off. Leadoff hitter, Kaylee McDonald to the plate. A little high, 1-0. 11 strikeouts for Addie Walls. Keep in mind, that's 11 strikeouts with 14 hitters faced. Can she get number 12 here? Swing and a miss. 1-1. The count. I'll tell you, if Addie could work like this consistently and pitch like this consistently, she is just going to be a tremendous asset going forward. But she does walk McDonald here, her first walk in quite a while. The last time that she gave a free pass to a hitter was all the way back in the 2nd inning, where she hit Grace Schoenberg with a pitch. Swing and a miss. That's actually the last time Holliston had a base runner before now. Hit in the air, high in the air, foul behind the backstop, 0-2. Chance to strike out the side here. There it is, strike 3, strikeout number 12. On to the bottom of the 5th we go on HCAM. Hillers have the lead 7-2.
actually just a glory. We asked 100 fourth graders, what is a state in the western part of the United States?
Come on, world map, where are you?
Confident.
Confident?
Very confident, apparently.
Fabulous.
I'm Sidney Donda, and I'll see you there.
All right, here we go. Bottom of the fifth inning, Tenley Wynn to the plate. Wynn so far has singled and struck out. Hannah Kaufman set to deal, fouled away. Hillers with a nice, comfortable 7-2 lead after scoring 3 more runs in the bottom of the fourth, and then some tremendous pitching by Addie Walls, striking out the side in the top of the fifth. Wynn takes that one inside. One and one the count. Hit high in the air towards left field and caught. Oh, dropped. Just dropped. She nearly had it. And it was in her glove for a little bit and then just fell out and wins aboard. And she made it all the way up to second base on the error. Got to give that one an error since it was on the cusp of her glove. Ashley Callery going to step in. So runner on second for the Hillers, no outs. Outside. Callery 0 for 2 so far today. And tips that one foul. Callery hitting well this season, .359 batting average, 16 runs scored, 15 driven in. Also has a double and 2 triples to her credit. .490 on base percentage for Callery, so she reaches quite often as she takes a strike there. One and two the count. Swing and a miss. There's an out. One away. Callie Arthur stepping in. Arthur having a nice day at the plate. Walked back in the second inning and scored a run. And then in the fourth, she doubled and scored a run as well. Tips that one foul. Just get a little teeny piece of it. Down low, gets away, and there goes Wynn to third base. This is ripped up the middle. In the left center it goes. Win around to score. An RBI single for Callie Arthur, and now she thought about second base as the throw in got away from the shortstop, but she's going to stay put. An RBI single there. An 8-2 lead for the Hillers. Top of the order up next. Zoe Levine set to step in. Strike. And won the count. Levine so far has flown out, doubled, and walked. So a nice day at the plate. Has scored a pair of runs and stolen a bag. And she tattoos this ball into left field. Lead runner Callie Arthur heading to third. She's going to head home and will score. An RBI double for Zoe Levine. Great piece of hitting. And the Hillers bats are rolling. A 9-2 lead. Charlotte Holden stepping in. Holden had a beauty of a 2 RBI double back in the second. 1 for 3 on the day. Hits this one in the air. Foul out of play. Look out, fans. That's fouled off. 0-2. Inside, says the umpire. 1-2. Levine did advance to third as the ball got away from the catcher. A pass ball there. Outside, good pull in there by Schoenberg behind the plate. That saved a run. Up next, you got Holly Paharik, the always dangerous Holly Paharik. Still only 1 out in the inning. Ooh, a little high. Hit high in the air towards shallow center, caught by the second baseman on the cusp of the outfield for the out. 2 away, Holly Paharik to the plate. Paharik had an absolute smash last inning for a 2 RBI double. She's 1 for 2 on the day, was also hit by a pitch back in the first, and has a stolen base to her credit. Outside. Now the middle part of the Hillers order has done a lot of damage here today. Paharik Osman and Caroline Kane and Zoe Adams having a great day at the plate. Hit in the air, right side, first baseman ranging over, but will not be able to get there. Went into the Hiller bench area. Inside heat. 1-2 the count. Excuse me, 2-1. Hits this one in the air towards center field, and it's going to be dropped. That's going to land for a hit. Paharic going to keep going over to third base. An RBI triple for Holly. She has her second hit of the day, up to 402 career hits. As Levine comes around to score, Caroline Osmond to the plate. Or excuse me, 102, not 400. And that's going to get away. Here comes Paharic, another run in. A wild pitch leads to another run, and it's an 11-2 game. Bases clear for the Hillers. Ripped up the left side caught by the third baseman. Nice catch by Claire Radcliffe. Another good inning for the Hillers. They plate another 4 runs, and they lead it 11-2 as we head to the the top of the 6th on HCAM. HCAM Sports is supported by our viewers and by Bill's Pizzeria Kitchen and Grill, located at 14 Main Street. Find them online at mybillspizza.com. Welcome back into Lauren Anderson Field, set for the top of the 6th. 3, 4, and 5 hitters due up for Holliston to face Addie Walls, who has just been tremendous. 12 strikeouts for Walls. There's one there. 0-1 the count. Tana Kaufman at the plate. She has struck out twice. There's strike 2. Addie Walls has thrown 83 pitches up to this point. Strike 3! Lucky number 13. Caroline Harris stepping in. We'll have to look up the strikeout records, and she might be getting close to some records here with 13 strikeouts as that's fouled away. She has faced 14 hitters, or no, excuse me, 16 hitters, and has struck out 13 of them. There's a strike. Here's the 1-2. Up the middle, slow roller, picked up by the second baseman. Throw to first, not a problem. 4-3 for out number 2. And that is the first ground ball, or second ground ball out for Holliston. The first ground ball out since the first inning. As Emma Kempersall steps in. A little outside, 1-0. One and one, the count. Fouled off, 1-2. 2 outs in the inning. Hiller's looking to get back to the plate. Oh, did she? One and two. Foul. Little high, 2-2. Big thank you to the home plate umpire for shouting out the call throughout the game. It's a big help for us. Oh! Walk is drawn, and that was actually 3-2. Tough to hear with the mask on, with the umpire's mask on, of course. We're standing along the outfield. First base runners. Well, actually, first base runner since the last inning, but only the fourth base runner in the last 4 innings. Where the first inning was a little rough. Hillers gave up 2 runs because of an error, but since then, it has been crisp and clean. Throw over to first, not a problem. Great throw over by Holly Paharik, 6-3 for out number 3, and we will head to the bottom of the 6th with the Hillers leading 11-2 on HCAM.
Hi, I'm Bruce Carlin, president of the Metro West Symphony Orchestra, playing here in Hopkinton. Glad you could join us for our rehearsal. Our concert is coming up on May 5th at the Hopkinton Middle School. We are going to feature Tom Martin from Boston Symphony and his wife, Kayun, playing a clarinet double concerto. For tickets and more information, visit our website.
Welcome back into Lauren Anderson Field. We are ready for the bottom of the 6th inning. An 11-2 lead for the Hillers, and what a great team effort it's been for the Hillers. You got the hitting rolling along. You got great pitching from Addie Walls. Some tremendous defensive plays throughout the game. It's been a great all-around game for this Hiller team. And stepping in, we will have Caroline Kane, who has been tremendous with the bat. Had a 2 RBI double last inning. And She's having herself a day. 2 for 2 at the plate with a run and an RBI. And puts that one foul. There's a ball. We do want to tell you about some Hiller action that'll take place next week. We'll have our next game will be on Monday. We'll have boys lacrosse taking on Dedham. We are a bit limited due to the annual town meeting starting up next week. We'll have annual town meeting coverage all throughout, and that starts on Monday night at 7 p.m. But we will have that boys lacrosse game for you, a 4 p.m. start against Dedham, as that's fouled off. And then after that, we'll have a full slate on Wednesday, outdoor track at 4:30, baseball and softball taking on Dedham, both games at 5 o'clock next Wednesday, that's the 8th. And then on Thursday the 9th, we'll have girls lacrosse taking on Norwood, a 6:30 start to that one, that pitch outside. And we'll also have boys volleyball that night as well, scheduled 4:30 start. And then we have a double dose of Hiller sports next Saturday. Boys lacrosse at 2 o'clock and baseball at 6:30 as the pitch gets away. And despite the strikeout, she'll reach anyway. So Kane reaches on the catcher's error, and that'll bring up Zoe Adams. And it'll also erase the out. Right up here, the pitch. Low, gets away. And Kane up to second. Fouled off. Wind up and the pitch outside. Just a little high. And also we mentioned all that Hiller action we'll have for you next week. You can of course see all that at our website, hcam.tv, along with all the streaming information. We always have a page right at the top of the side of the home page where you can see our weekly schedule for Hiller sports. As that pitch gets away and Kane advances. 3-2 the count. And she'll get a piece of this one. Into center field it goes. And another run will score with ease. An RBI single for Zoe Adams. And that is going to bring up Tenley win. 12-2 Hiller lead. Here's a strike. Little low there, 1-1. Wynn's had a nice day. She reached on an error, singled, struck out. She also has scored 2 runs today. That gets away, and there goes Adams to second on the wild pitch. Well, you got to give credit to Hannah Kaufman. She's not typically the starter for Holliston, but she's holding in there, getting through the game at least, and certainly not the easiest position to be put in, as there's a strike. And for those of you that just joined us recently, the initial starter for Holliston, Isabel Weidman, got injured warming up prior to the second inning, so she came out very early as that's fouled away. And since that, Hannah Kaufman has been in the pitcher circle for the Panthers. She winds and deals, swing and a miss. And there's an out. First out of the inning. And that'll bring up Ashley Callery. And this is hit in the air left side, and that's going to get down for a hit. And here comes Zoe Adams around to score. An RBI double for Ashley Callery. A 13-2 lead for the Hillers. Callie Arthur to the plate. Up high. Outside. Slight lead at second base for Callery. Wind up and the pitch, down low. And the walk is drawn. 2 on, 1 out. Zoe Levine to the plate. And this is ripped into left field and foul. Just foul. The Hiller bats just impressive today. And this is coming off a 20-run performance in Dover-Sherborne. They got a 20-0 win yesterday. Hit in the air and foul out of play. 0-2. Just a bit outside. Up the left side, foul. The battle continues between Zoe Levine and Hannah Kaufman. Ooh, a little bit high. The 2-2. Just a bit high, full count. A walk here would load up the bases for Charlotte Holden. Hit in the air, foul into the woods. Got a lot of height on that foul ball. And this is ripped up the middle, back to the pitcher, throw to first, and they double them up, and that will wrap up the bottom of the 6th. So with that, we head to the top of the 7th. Holliston down to their final 3 outs, a 13-2 Hiller lead on HCAM.
Saturday morning cartoons are back. Every Saturday at 8 a.m., HCAM's Toon Time has an hour of classic cartoons, from Betty Boop to Superman to Popeye to Bugs Bunny and more. You'll see your old favorites and discover new ones. So tune in to Toon Time, Saturdays at 8, and start your weekend off with a laugh.
Welcome back to Lauren Anderson Field. We are ready for the top of the 7th. Holliston down to their final 3 outs. And the Hillers have a very comfortable lead, 13-2. As Eddie Walls looking to complete the game in the pitcher's circle. The 7, 8, and 9 hitters due up, Schoenberg, Fury, and Gileppo. Wind up and the pitch. In there for a strike. Go and 1. Eddie Walls has ruled through this game. She's been tremendous. We'll see if she can continue here. Down low. 1-2 the count. Little outside. Ooh. That was close. Full count. Swing and a miss. 1 away. Julia Fury coming to the plate. There's a strike. Beauty of a pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2. And she got her. 2 away. Can she strike out the side to end it? 15 strikeouts for Walls. Bunt and foul, 0-1. A little high, 1-1. Down low. 2-1 count. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Galeppo down to her final strike. Up the left side, glove by the third baseman, throw to first, they get the out. 5-3 for out number 3, and the Hillers take the 13-2 win. What a pitching performance by Addie Walls, and what a hitting performance by this Hiller lineup. Very impressive. Addie Walls, your winning pitcher, goes 7 innings, giving up 2 runs. Both were unearned runs. Had 15 strikeouts and 4 walks. Absolutely tremendous work by Addie Walls. The Hillers score 13 runs on 12 hits, commit 1 error. Holliston scores 2 runs on no hits and commits 2 errors. A very impressive 13-2 win by the Hopkinton Hillers. They improve to 9-5 on the season. Holliston falls to 3-9. A great Saturday win for this Hiller team as they will go into next week on a high note. Congratulations to the freshman Addie Walls on an absolutely brilliant pitching performance. That is just about going to do it for our coverage here today. For John Ritz on camera, I'm Tom Nappy. The final score for the final time, the Hopkinton Hillers victorious over the Holliston Panthers by a final score of 13-2. Hillers 9-5 on the season. Holliston falls to 3-9. We thank you for watching. Take care, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll talk to you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.